Thanks for listening to the Made to Fuel podcast. Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't ever miss an episode. Feel free to stay social with me on Instagram at MadeFitnessCT. Search Made to Fuel podcast to find the show on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Every episode is 10 minutes or less, so you can listen multiple times to fuel you throughout each week. Spread the message and share the podcast with anyone in your life to help fuel them too. Now, let's get into it. Yo, we are back with another episode of the Made to Fuel podcast. Thank you guys for joining me. My name is Matt, and this week I wanted to focus on mentality. Now, a lack of clarity leads to stress, right? It could lead to confusion. Sometimes it could even lead to frustration. But I want to remind you guys of something this week. We're always under construction. We can always get better. And we can always improve. Do you agree with that? Now, there's some people out there that are always trying to prove themselves. You may know some people that are like that. They're always trying to prove themselves. They want to prove how smart they are, how great they are, prove that they belong somewhere or to something, or just prove their haters wrong. They're always trying to prove themselves. On the flip side, you have others who are in a mindset where they are constantly growing. They're not worried about trying to prove anything to anyone. They're just trying to improve themselves in some way. The pressure isn't threatening for them. Obstacles aren't something that they're running away from, but they're embracing. They embrace any challenge, any obstacle that gets thrown at them on a day-to-day or even a weekly basis. Failure is something that they look at to gather critical information from in order to get better next time. People make mistakes. We've talked about this previously. Often, people fail. Often, people get those obstacles and challenges thrown at them. Often. But the mentality is everything. When you're trying to prove something, it's such a hit to your ego when someone else succeeds that you become jealous or threatened by them, and you don't learn from them or get inspired by them. When you're always trying to prove something, like I said, you want to prove those haters wrong. But in this example, you become the hater, and you might be missing out on that opportunity to learn from a possible mentor. Mentally, you have to shift gears. It's not about what you're trying to prove. It's more about what are you trying to accomplish for yourself, that you want to give credit to yourself for. Not worrying about what someone else is going to do for you, how they're going to treat you, how they're going to react to you. No. That's where mentally you have to shift gears. Don't shy away from obstacles because anything that's thrown your way is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to grow. And it's an opportunity to get better. So if you want clarity, you have to have the proper mentality. You have to have the proper vision going into your day. Going into it with a positive mindset and not letting those challenges, those obstacles, those difficulties get the best of you. So do you want to be one of those individuals that's always trying to prove themselves? Or do you want to be one of those individuals who has that mindset where they are constantly growing? That's what I want you to think about today. Thank you guys for listening. If there's anyone in your life that you think can benefit from today's message, please feel free to share this podcast with them. All they have to do is search Made to Fuel podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or iHeartRadio to find the show. I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys for spreading the word. And we're going to do it again next week. I hope you guys fuel through this week and make it count. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.